Hey guys, it's the Soil Cloth here, and today inside of this Monster Legends Guides video, we are going to be looking over all of the top diamond relics, and I'm going to be picking what I think is the best diamond relic in the game. Keep in mind, this video will have some opinions based on what I pick as the best, because all of these are super duper good. They're all OP+, so they're better than even the OP diamond relics. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. This is basically just my opinion, but I think my opinion does mean something because I've been playing this game for a while, and I think I know the basics and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go over the first one. The first one is Laser Beam Sword. This one is actually pretty old. It actually came out when Laser Beam came out, and if you didn't know, the legendary Laser Beam came out a while ago. So yeah, this one is pretty old. So the pros are increases users' power, which honestly, increasing the user's power is not super good, but I guess it's definitely not terrible. But I think damage boost does like much more than just increasing the base power, because keep in mind, this just increases your power from the base stat, so it doesn't count like damage boost and stuff like that. And then it deals 1.5 times more damage to metal, which is very good if you're going up against metal monsters. I don't think there are many good metal monsters, though, in the game currently, so I don't know if that's really that big of a deal. And then 2 uses, so having multiple uses is very good for a relic, because, you know, you can do the same thing twice. And its cons are weak against magic. So there are a couple of really good magic monsters that I can think of. I'm pretty sure, actually I don't know if Vampire Straw is magic, but she might be, and she's like the best cosmic mythic in the game, but I don't know if she's actually magic. She might be dark. So yeah, overall this relic is pretty good. What it does is, after damaging with a skill, deals a bunch of damage, of magic damage to enemies, and then when turn starts, increases wearer's power by that many points. So yeah, it's pretty good. It can do damage and it can increase your power. That's pretty good. I don't know really why it's OP, though. I wouldn't really say it's OP, but I guess that's really good for a relic, and there aren't many good relics, so yeah. Now let's go on to the next one. So the next one is Masher's Staff. This one is actually really new. So Master Masher came out not that long ago, and this is his staff. So this is based off of the Monster Master Masher. So let's go over this. So as you know, it is a staff, obviously, and it is obviously a diamond. And it has 2 uses, which is really good. Having multiple uses is very, very good. And then it does, when the turn starts, if wearer's stamina is below 50%, give stamina to all allies and remove stamina from all enemies. This is amazing. And then when turn ends, if any enemy is under a control effect, deal points of earth damage to all enemies. That's very good too. So this is a really good relic all around. So its pros are gives and removes stamina simultaneously. Giving and removing stamina are both very, very good things. And if you can get a relic that does either one of those things, it's like amazing. So having a relic that can do both at the same time is really good. And then decent amount of stamina drain and stamina restore. That is very good. The only con is it activates at 50%, so it can waste a use. So yeah, if they're not at 50%, or yeah, if the wearer's stamina isn't below 50%, it doesn't really help that much, because even if you're at 50%, you could not be able to use a move that takes more than 50% of your stamina. So yeah, I don't really know, but it seems really good. So this relic is obviously really, really good. Master's Staff. So I'd have to say that that one is definitely one of the best. Well, obviously all of these are one of the best, but I'd have to say that it is like way better than Laser Beam Sword in my opinion. Okay, next is Morg's Armor. Let's go over that. So Morg's Armor is obviously diamond, as all of these. So Morg's Armor is one of the diamond armor relics. It's great because it gives a great shield and can damage the enemy. So if I can find what it does. Okay, after being damaged by a skill, deals almost 6,000 to 20,000 points of dark damage to an attacker. And then at the start of the battle, gives an armor with 22,000 to 78,000 points to the wearer. That is very good. That's a lot of armor. The pros are damage is increased against earth monsters. That is very good. Highest armor for a relic in the game, which is very, very good. Activates at the start of the battle with no requirement. That is very good. And then up to 3 uses. 3 uses is really good. That's a lot of uses. The only con is damage is decreased against dark monsters, which I don't know if that really matters. I guess there are a couple of really good dark monsters, but I don't know if you're going to be really using this relic for the damage. You're going to be using it for the armor. So yeah, the damage is just an added bonus. So, and the armor is really good, and you get 3 uses, so it's amazing. So yeah, that one is very, very good. I definitely say that that one is better than the Laser Beam Sword 2. Laser Beam Sword just seems kind of underpowered compared to the last 2 we looked at, but hopefully it's better than at least one of these, because, you know, it's gotta be good. And then Mr. Beast Banner is the next one. So Mr. Beast Banner at the start of the battle increase all ally stamina by 108 points forever, 1 use. When the turn starts, if any ally's stamina is below 25%, give 162 points of stamina to all allies, 3 uses. That is very good. I definitely think that's a better stamina trait than the last one we looked at, or the last one that gave stamina that we looked at, because it gives it to everyone, even though the last one might have given it to everyone too. I can't quite remember. Okay, so the pros are huge stamina recharge to all allies, 3 uses, and only 1 ally has to be below 25% stamina. So unlike the last one where the wearer had to be below 50%, this one activates if any of the monsters are below 50%. So that is already better, or below 25%, sorry. And then the con is only activates below 25% stamina. While that is a bad thing, it does activate if any guys are below 25%, so that is already better than the last one. So yeah, I definitely think that this is one of the best relics in the game, and I definitely think it's better than Laser Beam Sword. Laser Beam Sword just doesn't seem as good as these, but I'm guessing that it's way better than the OP relics because it's an OP+, so at least it has that. So even if you have that one, you should still be happy because, you know, it's obviously one of the best relics. And then the next one is Pump Seed Staff. Pump Seed Staff, I'm not sure what this one does, but my brother did just get this one. It's amazing, so good for him. So what it does is it, after damaging with a skill, removes 27 to 180 points of stamina from damaged enemies. After being damaged by a skill, remove 45 to 300 points of stamina from attacker. So that is actually really good. It removes a lot of stamina. As you can see in the pros, it says it removes massive amounts of stamina from all enemies, and it has 2 uses, which is really good. And it has no cons. So yeah, it's just really good and no cons. So yeah, this is a really good one for removing stamina. This is probably the best one we've looked at so far for removing stamina. I would definitely use that on any monster with a staff, obviously. But the unfortunate thing is not many monsters have staves that I can remember. Same with banners. I don't remember many monsters with banners, but I know a lot have armors and swords. So if you have Laser Beam Sword or Mord's armor, you'll probably be able to use those more. So the next one is Uriel's Essence. It is obviously an essence, and it is when the wearer dies, it is revived with 14,000 to 44,000 points of life. Yeah, it's very good. So the pros are, can revive an ally, can easily change the tide of the battle, can be crafted. Oh yes, you can actually craft this relic. So if the way you craft relics is you go into your reliquary, and then you can go to ones that you have not obtained. It's like a little setting on the top that you click on to sort by things you haven't obtained. And then you can click on this one, and you can actually craft it with like 3 other diamond relics. So if you have some really bad diamond relics, craft this one because it's really good. And then the cons is because no extra turn is given, the monster could just be killed before they do anything. That is true, but normally when a monster attacks, it would be the attacker. And if the attacker kills your attacker, and then your attacker just comes back to life, it probably won't die to the enemy's support or deny. So it's still really good. And then Vanos's Shield. So this one, when the turn starts, gives an armor with 15,000 to 52,000 points to the wearer. When turn starts, if wearer's life is below 50%, increase wearer's power by 1,440 to 5,040 points. So yeah, I think that that's really good. The pros are can increase up to 5,000 points of power. That is very good. But the cons are most shield users are tanks which are unable to... That is true. So basically what it's saying here is since you're going to be putting the shield most likely on a tank, it won't really matter when their power increases because it's a tank and tanks are supposed to do damage and they usually don't do very much damage. So yeah, but while it is still really good, because it gives quite a bit of armor, but I do think that there are better shields to give more armor than that. So yeah, I think that this one is, it's still good obviously because it's in the OP plus tier, but it's not the best. So the best in my opinion is, I think I'm gonna have to say either Uriel's Essence or, hold on, let me look at Mr. Beast's banner real quick again. So maximum stamina. Oh yeah, or this one. This one's really good too because it can give all allies some stamina, which is really good. And if any ally is below 25%. So yeah, either Uriel's Essence or the Mr. Beast banner. But I will say that Pump Seed Staff is really, really good. And I guess I'd have to say Moore's Armor is good too. But I do feel like Laser Beam Sword is very underpowered for an OP+, but it's still good. So yeah, if you have any of these, they're really good, but in my opinion, those are my top ones. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye.